Hey guys, man, what's up, man? How are you guys doing? Welcome back, family, man. Listen, I hope that you guys enjoyed that last instructional video, and that you got what I needed you to get, that you attained the objective as far as solving equations with variables on both sides. This one is about practice. Practice? Yeah, man, we talking about practice, man. Practice make perfect, man. You don't want a doctor that only perform one operation to be operating on you. You want him to have practiced a couple times before he gets to you. At least 2 or 3, before, he operate on you. But anyways, here we go. Let's get off into it, man. Here's our learning objective for today. So, once again, we're coming from the T8.8C. Alright, today we're going to be setting up and solving equations with variables on both sides. And remember, guys, I said it, this is about practice, alright? So let's get into practice problem number 1. Here we go. Alright, so first things first, I want you guys to go ahead and read through this problem and then set it up, alright? So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and read through it and then set it up, alright? I'm going to pause the video, you pause the video, read through it, set it up. Alright, hope you paused the video. Alright, so now, hopefully you paused the video. Let's take a look at what we have. So your equation should have been this. We have 22x plus 100 equals 25x plus 70. And let's actually go back because I didn't read that problem. Country Carpets charges $22 per square yard for carpeting and an additional installation fee of $100. City Carpets charges $25 per square yard for the same carpet and an additional installation fee of $70. How many square yards will it take for the total cost charged by the two companies to be the same? So there's the key word same here. So we know that we're dealing with equations with both variables on both sides. And then here, remember I said what is the what? Here's my what. How many square yards? So square yards is my variable. So everywhere where I see square yards, you put your x or your y or whatever variable you want there by the yards. Okay? So now let's go back to our whiteboard, and that's why I have the x by the 22 and the 25 because in the problem that represented yards. Alright, so now that you have the equation, I want you to actually take some time because I wanted to make sure that you had the equation correct. I want you to take some time and I want you to actually go back and I want you to solve it. Alright, so pause the video for a brief second and try to solve it, try to work through it, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to work through it. Alright, pause the video. You should be pausing the video, alright? So, hopefully you pause the video. I'm not going to work it. I'm about to work it, alright? I'm about to work it. I'm about to work this thing, alright? Here we go. So, I'm going to draw my line going down the middle. Down the middle. I'm going to walk it down the middle. Down the middle. You ready? Here we go, alright? Ooh, that's kind of cricket. Alright, we're going to work with it. Remember, I said that you guys should move the smallest variable. I'm going to move the smallest variable. This time on the next one, I'll deal with some negative exponents. So we have the minus 22x, okay? Remember, the goal is still to isolate the variable. And to do that, the first thing that I told you guys to do is move the variable or get the variables together, okay? So we're subtracting 22. That gives me a 0 pair. The 100 drops down. That equals 3x plus 70, all right? That's step number 1. Step number 2, we're going to subtract, remember I told you guys, wherever the constant is, like, we don't move the constant that's by itself, but whatever constant is with the variable, that's the one we need to move. So we subtract 70 minus 70, and that gives you 30 equals 3x, okay? And remember, we're still working with the concept of inverse operation. Remember, this is saying 3 times a number. Alright, so the opposite or the inverse of multiplication is division. So we're dividing both sides by 3, and you end up with x equals 10. Alright, so hopefully you got x equals 10 on that one. Let's move on and let's try another example. Remember, this is all about practice, all right? So let's move on to the next one. I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at this example. Let's pause the video for a brief second. Take a look at this example. Pause the video. Write your equation. Alright, so this problem says at Silver Gym, membership is $25 a month and the personal training sessions is $30 each. At Fit Factor, the membership is $65 a month and the personal training sessions are $20 each. In 1 month, how many personal training sessions would Sarah have to buy to make the total cost for the two the same? Okay, so once again, there's the keyword same. We go back in our question, we find out what the what is, and the what in this problem is personal training sessions. Sometimes people look at this per month and they think that, hey, this is where the variable goes. No, if you look at the question, it says in 1 month, how many personal training sessions. So the x and the variable in this problem should have went with the personal training sessions. Let's take a look at the whiteboard, and this is what I have. I have 25 plus 30x equals 65 plus 20x. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go ahead and pause the video for a brief moment and let's try to work that out. All right, pause it. So here we go. Now let's try to work through this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my line going down the middle. Okay. Now let's move the smallest variable. And remember, that's my suggestion. You know what? Well, yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I was going to move the bigger variable. I'll just deal with that in another video. Let's move the smaller variable, which just happens to be 20x. So I subtract 20x. And the reason why is because we're adding 20x from both sides. My 25 drops down. That gives you 25. And we have 30x minus 20x. That gives you a positive 10x equals, we bring down our 65. And that gives me a 0 pair. My next step, remember, we want to move the constant. Remember, this one is the constant that needs to move because it's the one that's with the variable. So we're now subtracting 25, and that's because this is a positive 25. That gives you a 0 pair. We drop our 10x down. 65 minus 25 is 40. Now we're dividing. Now, remember here on step 3, this is saying 10 times a number. So the opposite or the inverse of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide both sides by 10. And you get the solution of x equals 4. All right. So I hope that you guys got that. Those are the two practice problems for this particular unit. I'm going to be posting really soon in the Google Classroom the work that is associated with this particular team. Guys, remember, it's all about practice. We're going to master this thing, man. You get this down, you're going to have the fundamentals that you need to take you throughout your mathematics career in high school and college. All right? I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.